The rate at which people are taking their own lives is a cause for concern. As human beings that are compassionate, that are empathetic, I feel like there's something we can do better to curb this menace. When someone comes to you, especially out of their own volition, to be vulnerable with you, to share something that is troubling them, to share something that they need help with, the least you can do is to give them a listening ear. A listening ear in the sense that you are empathetic, you are compassionate, and you give them an advice or two when necessary. It is not a time for you to make the conversation about you. For example, someone comes to you to tell you how depressed they are, how they've not been feeling themselves lately, how it has been hard for them to get by the day, and the next hijack the conversation and tell them how you've been through worse and how whatever it is that they're going through is just a piece of cake. That's not the time. It's not the time for you to make the conversation about you. This person came to you out of their own volition to share a part of them, a vulnerable part of them. The least you can do is to give them a listening ear. Because at the end of the day, when you make the conversation about you, they end up not being heard from coming to share their own problems with you. They have to now listen to your own problem because you're a selfish person, and they end up even having to dish advice to you. And these people, they go home, one, not feeling any better, two, feeling worse than they ever did, three, blaming themselves for even trying to open up. And at the end of the day, they feel like the only option for them is to end it all, is to take their own life. Now, I'm not saying that this is the only reason why people take their own lives, but this is one of the reasons why people will rather swallow up whatever it is that they're feeling than coming out to share with you. Because when they bring their problems to you, is that you tell them that they are not strong enough, they are being lazy, or you've been through worse. Now I know that there are people that are far gone into depression, and the best you can do is to pray for them. There is a place for that, but there are some things that we can do as human. We can be more compassionate, we can be more empathetic, we can be more considerate. These things go a long way. You never can tell. Please, we need to do better. If you have somebody in your life that does these things, you bring a problem to them, and the next thing they feel like they need to hijack the situation, they need to hijack the conversation, get rid of them. Even if they're your family members, take them out of your lives. You need a new confidant, someone that you can share your problems with, and they can understand, and they can share in your burden, and they can feel whatever it is that you're going through, and they can be there for you, and they can give you advice when you need. Not someone that will hijack the conversation and make it all about them, making you feel worse every time. So this is just my one piece. Please, let's try and do better. Let's be our brother's keeper. Thank you.